Within every human being on this earth, there is one thing that truly unites us all. One thing that no matter your race, gender, or previous histories, every single person has this very feeling buried deep into their core, a single strand woven into the fabric of their self, the desire to go faster. I've awoken from my several month-long nap to talk about my brand new hyperfixation. No, I do not have autism, please stop asking. What is it this time? None of you are wondering. It's this weird subgenre of games that I've fallen in love with recently, that are specifically about speedrunning. Why have I fallen in love with these? Well, because I can yell at my friends and tell them how much better I am at them. In a lot of cases, the reason why a lot of these games about speedrunning or going fast in general get popular is because you're able to compare your times to your friends. Games like Neon White and Ultra Kill have this mechanic, along with a ranking system that proves that not only are you faster than them, but you're better than them. This type of competition is what makes these games great. This competition makes it a lot more fun for the average player, because it's more fun to compete with your friends and strangers if you're really good at these games than it is to just go fast in a vacuum. That's why these leaderboards are important despite the games being single player. It also allows for a die-hard community of speedrunners to be born from it, because if the game has a leaderboard with your time being measured, chances are it has a timer at the top of the screen that lets you know how fast you're going. For most games, speedrunning is an inevitability. It's not really something you can avoid. However, when a game like Neon White encourages it so heavily, it makes the idea of speedrunning a lot easier to get into, especially when you're rewarded for doing such. Which leads me on to my next point. Some games will choose to lock certain amounts of content behind going fast, such as Neon White. I really like Neon White, but that's not the main example that's sort of known for this style. That goes to Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 is a roguelike where time is directly proportional to how hard the game will get. Certain things such as chests are locked behind time. This game highly encourages you to beat the levels as quickly as possible while still getting as much loot so you don't get out-power scaled. Enemies will always get harder. You will always get weaker in comparison. This creates a really interesting balance of trying to complete the level as quickly as possible while also getting enough loot to make sure you're able to not die to later enemies. You can just go through the levels without grabbing any loot, however, eventually, either by the final boss or by late game enemies, you will be killed. It makes you strike a perfect balance, which is this beautiful risk versus reward factor that is very well tailored to Risk of Rain 2's experience.
Someone cooked here.
Other games tie time directly to your health. A game that recently did this is Mullet Mad Jack, where taking damage decreases the amount of time you have left to complete the level. These levels are short, don't get me wrong, but if you don't beat them very quickly, you will run out of time and die. According to the game, your life energy has essentially been hooked up to a timer. This timer is fueled by killing robots. Killing these robots, you just get a little bit of breathing room. However, you don't need to to progress through different sections of the levels. Sometimes it's more optimal just to avoid them without killing them, especially if the exit is right in front of you. There's no real reason to kill them, which strikes a balance, because you could kill him and potentially get a few extra seconds, or you could also just miss, and now you're gonna lose the run because of a simple mistake. Mullet Magic is a bit more hardcore than the rest of the games on this list. It's not an easy title. For those interested though, there is a casual mode that just lets you turn off the timer and have fun. These games really force you to be creative, don't they? Especially in games like Neon White and even Ultra Kill. If you want to beat your friend's times, you're gonna have to get really creative with how you kill enemies. I think it makes the games a lot more entertaining if there's unique and fun ways to actually kill the enemies, not just shoot or punch them. The two comparisons I listed earlier, Neon White and Ultra Kill, both have this. Neon White has a card system. This card system allows you to use a card either as a weapon or as a piece of mobility. The creativity comes in whether to use the weapon as it's designed or discard it for a piece of mobility. There's a lot of examples in Neon White where you can go off the beaten path and get a much higher time than if you were to use the cards as intended. With Ultra Kill, it's all about mastering mechanics and completing the levels as fast as possible using those mechanics. There are so many different ways to just use the coin in Ultra Kill. All it is a coin that you can flick into the air, shoot it, have it ricochet, and do double damage. That's it. It'll also automatically hit target. But this simple feature has led to the creation of very unique techniques, such as dead coining, rail stopping. Like, all of these different things are incredibly fun and incredibly unique to Ultra Kill's design philosophy.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
At the end of the day, this genre has surprised me a lot with the sheer quality behind these projects. Most of these are spearheaded by singular man indie studios, and I think that if you have interest in this genre, any of the games that I have previously listed should suffice well. But I'll throw up a few more on screen if those haven't piqued your interest. But other than that, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I don't upload often, and this is something pretty different compared to what I normally do, so it means a lot when you actually, stick around to the end and do what the YouTubers say. If you subscribe, that'd be kinda cool. I ain't gonna force you, though. I'll see you all, like, 8 months from now, probably. We'll see.